And the spiritual nature where I'm literally, myself is dissolving before your very eyes. God.
Johnny is going through a state of transcendence. My ego is well intact and very clear. Good morning and namaste. I need to actually learn a raga to sing namaste in some version
it's
of
easy.
a raga.
I'll show you.
Yes.
Just kidding.
Today, we are back to enjoy the teachings of Anuja K.
It's been a long time.
It's been
we love
too
Anuja.
long. Yes.
Great teacher.
So we have two videos today as a continuation of learning about Drupad. Drupad. And the first video, Anuja is going to explain the popularity of that style and how it laid the foundation for the emergence of a new style, Khyaal, which literally translates as thought, which is now the predominant form of Hindustani classical music. And the second video extends the Khyaal concept by explaining Bada versus Chhota.
Let's do it. Before we do, though, if you'd be so kind, please hit the like and subscribe button.
It wasn't triggered.
That bell, so you always know what's going on with our channel.
Here we go.
In the previous episode, I spoke about Drupad, what exactly it is and its history. But well, in today's scenario, when you go for a Hindustani classical concert, you will find that more than Drupad, Khyaal is performed. Now, when did this happen? When did Drupad take a backseat and when did Khyaal come into the limelight? To know more about this, keep watching this episode of The Basic Theory of Indian Music with me, Anuja K.
Love her excitement.
I know, it's
Every
so
time.
entertaining to watch.
Mamad Sharange Lara Mamad Sharange Lara Mamad Sharange Lara Balma Tum bin main kare badariya Netana suave Mamad Sharange Lara Mamad Sharange Umada Gumada Khana Ave Umada Gumada Khana Ave Naina Chare Lagave Naina Chare Lagave Tarsave Sadarang ko Tarsave Sadarang ko Dukhadaye barse bijad
I feel like that's the most extended performance that we've heard from her.
I
She
know.
usually gives snippets. She's great.
She's absolutely fantastic. And I forgot, I have a note too, what she just sang, that raga, which was, what was it called? The Maya Malhar. That is the one that we saw Bamsan Joshi perform during our live that we did the one time. I was also thinking that that was slightly more entertaining than my Namaste or whatever it is I started with. Just a little more detail.
I mean, that was great. That was a great way to open the show.
Little nuance.
I'll give it to her in this. Yeah.
Yes, if you had to compete. Her position. We've said this before, just to reiterate. Her intonation within the shrutis, the ornament that she chooses with it. So we know there's an element of improvisation mixed in with following those scales, if you will, the raga. It's so effortless. You see her whole body is just relaxed. She's just kind of floating and just
but
connected.
Very focused, very, very connected, very present.
Yes.
I mean, almost, yeah.
But none of it is like it doesn't look like she's thinking about it. She's just allowing it. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
The position that you heard right now is a Khyaal Bandish. And if you heard carefully, you will find that there are two names mentioned, Mohammad Shah Rangile and Sadarang. Now, who are these two personalities and how are they related to Khyaal and its popularity? Well, there is an interesting story behind it. Let's check it out. The Mughals ruled over India from the 16th century to the 19th century CE. Many of them have been known to be patrons of music, art and dance. One such Mughal emperor was Muhammad Shah Rangile, who reigned in 18th century CE. His royal court was adorned by many musicians, and the chief of these musicians was Niamat Khan, a beankar with immense musical talent. However, one day, the emperor declared that Niamat Khan's music was no longer impressive and that a new musician would take his place. This incident deeply disturbed Niamat Khan. Taking this as an insult, he stormed out of the palace in anger and promised to return only when the king himself would invite him and give back his position with due respect.
I love the dramatization of
Months
this.
passed, and Niamat Khan had only one thing in mind. How could he impress the king in order to achieve his mission? And then an idea struck him. He realized that Drupad would no more impress the king. A new form was to be presented, and that he called Khyaal. The bandish or the compositions were to be filled with praises for the emperor rather than praises for gods and goddesses. He decided to compose the bandishes by the name of Sadarang. As he himself could not present it in front of the emperor, he taught the form to his students and then ordered them to present it in the royal court. The students did so, and the emperor was highly impressed by the new music filled with his praises. Curious, he asked the students,
When in doubt, go for ego.
all day.
who their teacher was. The students revealed that it was Sadarang, who was none other than Niamat Khan himself. This shocked the emperor, who realized how foolish he had been to have insulted Niamat Khan. Muhammad Shah invited Khan Sahib back to the court and bestowed upon him the title of chief musician yet again. Interestingly, Niamat Khan composed several Khyaal bandishes but never performed them by himself. Following his footsteps, his nephew Feroz Khan, also known as Adarang, continued the legacy and took Khyaal to great heights. So now you know about the person who's behind
That's cool.
the popularity of Khyaal. Well, I had asked you to comment under my videos and I have received many questions regarding Drupad and Khyaal and many other topics. But as this video is related to Khyaal and Drupad, I would like to answer a question by a viewer called Minor Third, who asks, curious, if Drupad is older than Khyaal, then how come Amir Khusro was singing Khyaal before Mia Tansen, as the former lived few hundred years before the latter? Now, Mr/Miss Minor Third, that's a very interesting question. Many people believe that Khyaal was invented by Amir Khusro, who lived many years before Tansen. But we do not know whether this claim is absolutely right. Maybe Khyaal existed along with Drupad, but it was overpowered by the popularity of Drupad, and later on Niamat Khan or Sadarang just revived Khyaal or made Khyaal popular, changed its structure to the Khyaal we listen to today. So nothing is
Certainly
for sure,
possible.
but yes, we can give the credit of popularizing Khyaal to Niamat Khan. Even if it was, you can say, invented by Amir Khusro, it was made popular by Niamat Khan. And
I feel like that happens in so many different aspects of invention, especially preceding the 20th century, 21st century, when we didn't have the means to record everything like we do now, whether audio or video format or just an infinite ability to store information as opposed to things being handed down through books and the wisdom of songs and things like that. So it's so hard to know the origin, but I like the way she phrased it as it being popularized by that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all the pioneers, they're all of whatever genre of music, they're all influenced by something.
Right.
You know, it's like the rock and roll, for instance, was influenced by blues and jazz. I mean, but it's popularized by,
Right.
you know, Elvis or something, you know, somebody like that.
But there's also always the political factors. Like here in the U.S., when we were kids in school, we were raised and taught that Christopher Columbus discovered America, right? So it's just, I hate to break this to you, Johnny, but that's what we were taught. That's what we were spoon-fed as kids. And then you know,
Sure.
obviously, as we learn more, it's like, oh, that is so far from the truth on so many levels. But it's, you know, political aspects, money, influence, the emperors, you know, what they decree and things like that is what gets handed down often. So it's hard to know all the details. But
Although I do appreciate the day off from school, though, for that day.
Yes.
And that is how we are listening to Khyaal today. If you want to know more about the concept of Khyaal, do watch episode number 5 of this series. After watching that episode, if you still have doubts, if you have any other question related to the concept of Khyaal, like what Bada Khyaal is, what Chhota Khyaal is, or any related question, you can post it under this video.
And we're going to have a link to her videos too.
I make one more new episode.
Don't ask us those questions on our video. Go to Anuja's and ask those questions.
Yeah, she's very knowledgeable. Yeah. She definitely knows her stuff.
Fantastic.
Presents it in a
For
great way
the concept of Khyaal.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Indian classical music is all about presenting rags, and there are many ways in which a rag is presented. And Khyaal is the most popular Hindustani form of presenting a rag. A Khyaal has 2 parts to it. One is called the Bada Khyaal, and the other one is called the Chhota Khyaal. It's
Big
like, you
and
know,
small.
siblings.
Okay.
You have the elder sibling and then you have the younger sibling. Now, you won't find any parent who says that, you know, I'll just take care of the elder sibling, or I'll just take care of the younger sibling. No, they have to take care of both their children. In a similar fashion...
Oh, your video's got like super...
I was going to ask if you saw it on your end, but...
I do now. Wait.
Coming into focus.
Maybe. If we're quiet, the video will come. All right, we're going to cut here. And we're back.
We're back in clear.
We back up a few seconds.
And then you have the younger sibling. Now, you won't find any parent who says that, you know, I'll just take care of the elder sibling, or I'll just take care of the younger sibling. No, they have to take care of both their children. In a similar fashion, even a person who's learning Khyaal or who's performing Khyaal cannot say that I will have mastery only in Bada Khyaal, or I will have mastery only in Chhota Khyaal. He has to learn and he has to present both the Khyals as they go hand in hand. Well, there are 4 essential elements in the performance of a Khyaal, which is Alap, Bandish, Laikari and Taan. Now, I have mentioned these 4 elements in detail in my previous episodes. You can check it out to have clarity with regard to the concept of Khyaal. Now, if both Bada and Chhota Khyaal have these 4 elements in them, then which is that factor which separates the two? Well, that element or that factor is nothing but the tempo in which the 2 Khyals are performed. A Bada Khyaal is always performed in a slow tempo, which is called as the Vilambit Lay. A Chhota Khyaal, on the other hand, is performed in a faster tempo, which is called as Drut Lay. Let's take the example of Rag Bhair.
Sorry, it's going so quick.
In a faster tempo, which is called as Drut Lay.
So the big one is the slow, which we've seen in a lot of the ragas.
Who's blurrier, by the way, her or me right now?
it's a toss-up. I'm the only one in focus. My apologies.
Sorry.
This is the exact opposite of what we would want. We'd want me the most out of focus, then you, then Anuja.
Not true.
As we've seen in the ragas so far, we have the slower tempo. Things are established, and then it it
A
changes.
little more meditative, a little more introspective, then it gets a little bit more kinetic in its
Exactly. So this is structured in the way that we're familiar so far.
On the other hand, is performed in a faster tempo, which is called as Drutlay. Let's take the example of Rag Bhairav. Now in Rag Bhairav, the Bada Khyaal Bandish will have a tempo of this. 1, 2,
3, 4, and
3, 4.
It's divided
So
into 4
in this
beats.
tempo, the Bada Khyaal Bandish will sound something like this. Bina har kaun
That was awesome because it felt like she was slowing the tempo down because of the melody, but she never did. The tempo was really steady.
Yeah. Is as amazing to me as almost anything that we've heard is how these people they know the beat is just there no matter what anything is going.
Completely
Like some of these,
present.
especially some of these more percussive videos where especially when a soloist is going off and doing some crazy things and then the other guy's just sort of keeping time like it's no problem at all.
Right. You are so blurry today. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
So I want to hear that again just because it's such an illusion taking place. I felt like she was slowing down, but I really don't think she was. 4 and 2, 4 and 3.
Yeah, it's still
So
yeah.
did you observe?
But the melody, she's just like
Yeah.
adjusting, like it floats on top in such a wonderful way.
It does, yeah.
Observe how the bandish was actually stretched, the words were stretched, and the distance between the two beats was a lot. This is the beauty of a Bada Khyaal. Now let's go on to the Chhota Khyaal of the same Rag Bhairav. Chhota Khyaal bandish will have a faster pace to it. That means that the beat structure will be something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,
Oh, that's
2,
a cool way
3,
to do
4,
it.
1, 2, 3, 4. And the bandish will sound like this. अधक छबुआ प्यारी रे थारे अधक छबुआ प्यारी रे मुरली वाले कान्हा. Now you see in this.
And it makes sense because you got the tactile movement, so you always kind of know where you're at.
Yeah.
But again, the independence of this. Dun, 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 I'm thinking,
Yeah.
what number am I at?
It's tricky. It's tricky.
Wow.
मुरली वाले कान्हा. Now you see in this Chhota Khyaal how the beats were very close to each other. So you didn't have to stretch the words. The words were used just like, words are used in any other song. And this is the beauty of Chhota Khyaal. Now the question, why is Khyaal called as Khyaal? Well, in Khyaal Gaiki, only the bandish is pre-composed. Apart from the bandish, everything else, the alap, the laikari, the tan, everything has to be done impromptu, on the spot by the performer. Just because a lot of thinking goes into the presentation of this form is called as Khyaal. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and
Awesome.
comment below in the comment section. Also share this video and the other videos in the series with your music lover friend.
We will have the links to those 2 videos in the description. You can check them out directly.
Such a rich, long and rich history with
Yes.
this music, with this culture. So it's just fascinating to see where everything came from and just, to keep expanding our awareness slowly but surely.
The repetition of not just the raga, but the terms being repeated. I'm starting to understand what each thing is. So we appreciate you, again, being on this journey along with us. Let us know what you'd like to check out next.
And the spiritual nature where I'm literally, myself is dissolving before your very eyes.
Yes. Johnny is going through a state of transcendence. My ego is well intact and very clear.
Thank you for your patience in dealing with our technical difficulties, and check out our Indian music playlist. There's lots of good stuff to watch and listen to. So till next time, see you in the next video. Bye.